Richard Dawkins is back at it again with another Allahu Akbar tweet. What's he up to now? What's going on, everybody? So there's some bad, unfortunate news. You may have already heard this, that recently there was a shooting in France at one of their Christmas markets, and a few people were killed and many others were injured. Let's start off by agreeing on one thing, that anybody, any person who goes out of their way, goes out to harm, nevertheless kill innocent people, just going about their day, they're not only cowards or criminals, at this point they could be considered less than human. If you're gonna go out of your way to hurt innocent people, just literally trying to enjoy a holiday, then you are a coward. It was reported that one of the suspected shooters was Sharif Chikat or something, and apparently they went after him, there was a shootout, and he was shot dead. So up to here, it appears as if there's this crazed criminal who went on a shooting spree and was put down by authorities. And as we all know, shooting sprees have been happening all over the world, whether in Canada, whether in the States, mainly in the States, and even apparently recently in Europe. Reports say that before he went on his shooting spree, people heard him yell, Allahu Akbar. Damn it! Like why? Why? Like just once, just don't bring everybody down with you. Like here's the thing. Like, why? Like, if you are a crazed, bloodthirsty criminal who's angry at life and people, why are you bringing all of Islam and Muslims into this? Say that you're angry. Say that whatever happened to you, and this is why you're doing it. Stop making this in the name of Islam. So, of course, after that, this is now being called a terrorist attack by a radical Muslim. Great. As if this wasn't already bad enough. Let the condemnations begin. Then, who decided to join in on the conversation? That's right, our good old pal Richard Dawkins. Yeah, I guess his previous unnecessary tweet about the call to prayer being vile or whatever, it wasn't enough. He wants to make headlines again. Which, by the way, I did make a video about, just in case you're wondering. The gunman shouted Allahu Akbar as he opened fire. But of course, it has nothing to do with Islam. It's all the fault of Western racist imperialist economic oppression. Oh, Richie. And sometimes we almost confuse you with a smart man. A man all about the evidence and digging deep and investigating. But I guess when it comes to certain things like Islam, there's a certain roadblock. Richard Dawkins believes all religions are evil. However, Islam is the Darth Vader of evil. And apparently in this tweet, he continues to whitewash history and wash his hands, figuratively, of all the injustices done to certain regions over time. He's literally saying, don't look at the impacts of imperialism, don't look at the impacts of colonialism, don't look at the impacts of occupation, economic oppression, geopolitical issues and political instability that was caused. There's no way that any person in their right mind who actually wants to investigate and know the root cause of this terrorism, there's no way they can ignore the impact of everything else. This sounds like someone who just really wants to blame a religion. But you know what? I'm not going to go into all that right now because I don't have enough time in this video. That's a completely separate video. Hell, that's a completely separate series. In this case, you know what? I'm going to extend an olive branch. I love olives and I like branches, so I'm going to give you both. There are fanatics out there who are suffering from all the aforementioned issues. They don't really understand Islam, yet they genuinely think that what they're doing is righteous. That is a problem. Muslims know it's a problem because do you know who the number one victim, the majority of victims of these fanatics are? You guessed it, it's Muslims. Killing innocent people is not part of Islam. And even if you want to be a crazy fanatic person and say, you know what, the definition of innocent is very subjective. Well, you know what? So is killing unarmed non-combatants. Again, separate video altogether. Let's get one thing clear. Chakir was not this ideal citizen who worked a 9-to-5 job and had a startup on the side to generate multiple sources of income. And then, on the weekends, he would volunteer at orphanages and he even donated his left kidney to charity. It's not like this man was the ideal citizen and then suddenly converted to Islam and then poof, terrorism. He wasn't anything remotely close to that. This man had an extensive criminal record. He's been on the authorities' watch list for years for crimes in numerous countries such as thefts, robberies, break-ins, and violence. I mean, I know that's what people want to believe because it makes it just so much easier to just believe that. The problem must be the religion. Get it over with, get rid of it, reform it, whatever you want. Just don't talk to us about all the other more complex issues that result in this. I know that's what people want. It just makes it easier. But I'm sorry, that's just not the case. But I know, he yelled Allahu Akbar, right? The fact that he yelled Allahu Akbar at this point is really just cliche. There is this growing trend of every single time someone who is so-called Muslim commits all of these terrorist acts, no one talks about their extensive criminal records. They always present it as if this person was this amazing, ideal person until they converted to the evil Islam, and next thing you know, they started becoming terrorists and killing everybody around them. Apparently, the only time the mainstream media loves to conduct background checks is when police in the United States shoot unarmed black men. Then the black man's entire background is put into question. Funny how that works. In conclusion, as for the families of these victims, I hope that the authorities do find every single person involved in this attack and they bring them to justice, because the families of these people deserve closure. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and share my videos. Please help get my content out there. I know it's not the most appealing, the most interesting topic to talk about. Sometimes you want to shy away from it because you don't want to be that person who shares a video about Islam or something. We'd rather share cat and dog videos, an animal playing the piano, or some sort of gym fail videos. I know that's human nature. We just want to do stuff we just want to do that kind of stuff. But please, this is important. I can't tell you what to do, but if you think that this is important, please share this video, like this video, tag your friends in this video. I'm on most major social media platforms: Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. If you're Muslim or even non-Muslim, but you're just tired of this false narrative that the media is constantly spreading about Islam, I'm not asking you to go out and protest. I'm not asking you to start an organization or something. I'm not even asking you to write a blog or make a video. I can do all that. I'll make the videos, I'll take all the hate. I get more hate comments than views sometimes. It's cool, I got thick skin. All I'm asking is that if you think this is important, that it's time to stop being silent in the face of all these accusations, the face of all these false narratives, at the bare minimum, just help spread the content. Plus, I include a lot of jokes too, so I kind of make these sensitive topics funny, right? No? Just me? Okay. And until next time, assalamu alaikum, and peace be with you.
If this video gives you a stroke, diarrhea, constipation, internal bleeding, or any abdominal discomfort, ask your doctor if racism is right for you. Ignorance sold separately, logic not included.